Good evening, good evening. Hi, how is everyone? This is BeautyBubble coming to you here on YouTube, working on a little bit of our mic issues that seem to be rather persistent. It's unfortunate that the improvements that I'm trying to make, although modest, are not really helping too much. I believe the mic sounds pretty good over on Twitch, and then when we come over to YouTube, there are just massive issues and you guys are really getting lousy video. While we work those things out, you will see that we have a brand new, hold on just a moment. The mic sounds. Wait for just a moment. We have a brand new overlay. And I want to see what it looks like here in the wild. And this, of course, is an overlay before the ads start coming in from StreamYard. And before the ads start coming in for Stream, wow, for TradingView. And so I put this little kind of sliver area there on the right-hand side. And it's very quick action for me to show you a chart, but still kind of give it some fun because I think that pretty much by now most of us have our own charts. It's about analyzing the charts and being able to read the charts according to Ruby. That seems to be the fascination. So once we get into setting up your own charts with the Ruby settings, then you guys will be good to go with your own charts, and then perhaps stop by just to hear, my analysis. I don't know. I think the schedule's going to be something like a couple times a week for 90 days. It's a very odd schedule. It's like I go live, and then I go live a month plus 7 days, and then I go live a month plus 14 days. So it ends up, I think, after a while, after 90 days, then we're looping back to once a week, and that's how we'll develop some analytics, which is what this challenge is all about. And why in the world would Beauty take a dormant channel and try to revive it? Well, it's because I'm going through a challenge, and I recommend them to you guys. So, the only thing that I can think of to do with the mic, of course, we can raise things up, right, which is what we've done, and I think that that's kind of cool. And we do have some filters and properties and so forth. For example, I can drop my gain down a little bit, and there is a noise gate at a -32 on the close, and I think what I can do is perhaps kind of maybe put these way down. Let's start like way down, -58, 58, yeah. Attack time 25 milliseconds, hold time 200 milliseconds, release time 150 milliseconds. So I do need to see what's going on with all of the noise gate. Those are the only filters that I get. On properties, like I said, we get the built-in microphone, and I do have an USB audio device. So let me go ahead and say hello to that, and let's see if there's any correction there. So if you hear some echo, I'm sorry about that. And let me put my properties. Like I said, we get the built-in microphone, and I do have an USB audio device. Ooh. Say hello to that, and let's see if there's any. Oh, we have made a dramatic improvement tonight. Dramatic improvement tonight. Oh, I hope you guys appreciate that. Inside of OBS, if I go into properties and go into my USB Pyle, well, I have a Pyle mic and a TechRise USB audio device. So I went ahead and changed that setting, and it seems to be okay. The only thing that I think I'm missing out though now, of course, is the gain. So I'm going to bring my gain up ever so slightly. We'll try that again at about 12.3. And my noise gate, I think I'll still leave that all the same and close that going on. And then on the mixer itself, I think I'm about like 75%. On the mixer side, I'm at 57 on my volume. Sync off tracks, and tracks. I don't know about that. What do I need these other tracks for? I need track 3 and track 4. Do I think I just need a single track? Alright, we'll come back to the event and see what this sounds like now. So pardon for the echo, guys. Sync off tracks, and tracks. I don't know about that. What do I need these other tracks for? I need track 3 and track 4. Do I think I just need a single track? Alright, we'll come back to the event and see what this sounds like now. So pardon for the echo, guys. Listen, I think that we have made a dramatic improvement. Hooray. Double hooray. All right, let's keep track of the time because I don't plan on being long with you guys. Change our chat to top chat, from top chat to live chat, so that keeps that going. Heard some kind of an odd kind of determination today that do not put your chat on your live stream. Do not put your chat on your live stream. And I was like, wow, that's such a departure. And it has to be because there's so many gorgeous tools now that, you do not have to put your chat just kind of, I guess you'd say, like naked on your stream anymore, because we can use tools like StreamYard where you can actually curate, cull the chat, bring up what you'd like to have in your chat. So that's just a departure. Doesn't it feel weird? Because most streamers have relied on the chat almost as though they're more than an audience. They're more than just, a chat box. They are your viewers, the people that you are doing this for. So to hear that that there's going to be this attitude about no, we don't want the live chat, Okay, so if you just saw the colors change there, we are now in full blown take your trading to the next level join window. So if you can see that my color goes into that mango color. So as I change the overlay, I need to know about that and see if we can, of course we'll fool around with the background, but I was able to do a cool little slice of the chart so that we wouldn't be looking at the ads. Bitcoin trading at $10,527.90, down modestly at 0.2%. But of course, if I come to you tomorrow, it will be all about Shopify. Can you believe it? If you've been watching my charts, I've been letting you guys know that there is definitely, in my opinion, a supply chain issue coming into the fourth quarter. But oh no. There's kind of a rocky rogue ice cream going on over at Shopify. Oh my gosh, some rogue employees overtook 100 vendors and exposed the vendors' clients. Not good. Shopify is already experiencing a low below the 243 EMA for Ruby, on the 60-minute chart. This is not good. It's not fun to be under the 243. You just have a lot of climbing to do. So I think tomorrow, this news came out earlier, tomorrow might be very challenging if you don't kind of have a grip on this combination of, when people are on a high, in some cases, they'll even forgive you. They'll forgive handcuff plays. They'll forgive fires. But one thing that they have a very hard time dealing with is rogue. When one, it could be a division, it could be the lead developer, it could be their advertising agency. When just one person goes rogue, things start to fall off the man. When employees, now plural, go rogue on you, this is not good, especially if you're a tech company like Shopify. I mean, Toby is so smart. Why in the world would he allow for a culture to develop in which you would have rogue employees? So it's going to be wild tomorrow with the Shopify guaranteed. Bitcoin trading at $10,512, down 0.36%. That's why you come and you listen to me, because it always seems that I figure things out and I go live right when the fireworks start. Don't ask me. Don't get too nosy about me. Thank you very much for stopping by. Definitely, as you can see, I am investing time with Daryl Eves, kind of this granddaddy, grand uncle of YouTube that holds these challenges every once in a while for 30 days. I am on the 22nd day of the challenge, and it's been rather revealing what you might not know about YouTube. And I'll say this, like I've enjoyed, I'm part of the Pineapple Juice gang for Daryl Eves. I'm very supportive of all of the ideas that he has about developing channels, and I have fascination for him. So I don't want to speak badly of him, but let me tell you something. YouTube's got some squirrely stuff going on. We're talking squirrely. And your beauty bubble is about to go deep dive on the YouTube guru and all the sorts of things that they're suggesting that you need to do in order to grow or growth hack your channel. It is mind-blowing. Now, it might just be because, I'm more, I don't know, maybe I pay attention just a little bit more or something. Maybe I'm interested enough to just listen, right? I'm listening, I'm watching the videos, I'm reading the emails, I'm trying to digest, I'm in the Discord, I'm trying to see what people's pain points are and their, all of this sort of thing, because, well, why not? It's 30 days of, my whole life, and it takes anywhere from 15 minutes to 2 hours a day. And so, I can hang with it. But man, oh man, talk about nuts. When you decide that you want to growth hack or grow a YouTube channel, okay, it's not like it was when I started with YouTube. Like, it's just not that way at all. What's being told to me is that, number one, the only reason that YouTube would ever almost kind of allow me to be successful on the platform is if I am presenting and pushing out videos that you want, that you 100% want. So inside of the YouTube analytics, it's telling me that you guys want to have market, not just market news. You don't want, that's not that. You want the market tools to be explained to you. It's so fascinating. You want the market tools to be explained to you. Another thing that you want is that you don't want to be bothered by subscribing to my channel. In fact, 97% of my watchers over the years are non-subscribers. Imagine that. Very difficult. So I'm just learning all these bits and pieces of what YouTube is all about, and I do kind of feel like I'm trying to find out what's wrong, and I really don't want to do that because it would just be wonderful for me to be able to come back on YouTube. You know, I have not been back. I haven't been on YouTube since December 2018. And just like a lot of people, you know, when you like a platform and you feel comfortable or confident and you enjoy yourself, then, you know, it hurts to just kind of walk away because, you know, I walked away because I just don't get it. I walked away because my channel was being compromised, and, you know, so, you know, Daryl is kind of basically telling me and others that if you have a dormant channel, you know, come on back. Just come on back and see if you can learn a little bit more and kind of get back on the saddle. Back in the saddle. Okay, Bitcoin at $10,511, down 0.36%. We are following the BTC USD Bitfinex pair this evening. I am not showcasing the Coinbase pair, which is what I usually do. And I did a chart on Shopify if you want to check it out over on Twitter. My Twitter should be down in the description area, I believe. Yes, it says contact with BeautyBubble, YouTube, and then the Twitter. So twitter.com/BeautyBubble. But I have a couple more, surprisingly enough. I have like 78 views over the last 28 days, 50 views of just one video that I did. So I'm doing something right. I just think that probably what I'm learning isn't really so much for me, but maybe for me to kind of share as a, you know, YouTube forensics expert. Something like that. Because it's just too much. It's hard to even, I have a lot of notes, you know, trying to be, you know, careful with what I know, because you can very quickly get discouraged on YouTube. But here I am. So what we've discovered this evening actually is, you'll notice that I did go live through OBS. I went live also going on the channel through an already existing title. And this is the part of all of this that in the day you used to be able to change all this on the fly, actually right on the deck. I could edit right on deck. So it doesn't seem like, well, I feel weird about doing that right now. It does say that I can edit the video in the new studio on the deck right now. I just don't know if I can get if I can do the name of the video. I'm going to give it a try right now if you guys don't mind. I'll go ahead and edit and see if that works. Alright, apparently it does. Alright, so it's the DE challenge, and tonight it is trying to use these words. Okay, stun yourself, amaze yourself, challenge yourself, going to do shop and BTC. I'll just do shop for now. So the description will be edited in post, but I don't have my stars, and I don't have Etsy, Shopify, the DE challenge, Zoom. Let me go ahead and save that and see if it actually clicks in for you guys. Okay, so, alright, gotta keep an eye on the chart too. Let's see here, so I saved it, and I should be able to go back to the video. Oh, I'm so pleased I got the mic working. Golly. Hooray. Seriously now. You have no idea. And there's probably a setting like this over on Facebook too. Don't have it so much on the Twitter. Audio, well, it probably goes in and out over there too. Such a pain. There we go. All right. Okay, so it did take it on. Okay, that's good. Okay, so we can edit on deck, and so I was able to edit the title, which is good. And it's the description that ends up being really clumsy for the lives. Because I put like fancy stars in the last one that I did. It's all fancy and fun, and this one is kind of goofy. Okay, let's maybe get some reading in here too. Bitcoin at $10,517, down 0.3%. Let's see what else I can open up. I'm afraid to change anything. I don't like that idea. I'll let the video run for, I don't know, maybe as long as 45 minutes. Yeah, I'll share with you the new mic that I'm using too, and this new interface. Maybe go ahead and get my bot running from, maybe that's what I'll do. Get the bot running again. Remind me to do that, okay? I'm going to put it in the, remind myself to get the Nightbot going back up. There we go. Do you think I should try it myself? Let me see what happens. Just go to Nightbot TV. If you guys have ever used the Nightbot, it's pretty cool. Go ahead and log in. And this time I'm going to log in with my YouTube. And I'm at BeautyBubble. And allow. And let's go ahead and go into my timers. And I think I only have Oh, that's that one that, okay, let me edit this one. And just go ahead and get rid of that. And go submit. I have a subscriber reminder. I've disabled most of them actually. I have the enabled that one there. I need to edit that one. Join to shop. Taking that off. Let me go ahead and take all that. Go submit. Disable that one. Keep that up. Keep the trader rules up. Okay, that should be it. Alright, let's see what happens. Come on. See if I can get the bot to start to do its thing. Let me see what kind of, I have some commands. I should have one command. Custom. Oh, I have an about command. To mark. Okay, I've got quite a few. I don't have a join command. I do have an about command though. Let's see if it drops down. Okay. Just go ahead and refresh. And let's see, we have command circuit breaker. Let's see what that does. It may take a while actually for the Nightbot to start to listen. Do one called lines. Come on, Doohickey. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. You can do it. Okay, we're just gonna stay put until the Nightbot starts to do its thing. There are definitely some changes that I have to do with it. I actually have 24 commands. I've even got ones with emojis. Out of my mind. If you were to put emojis in, exclamation point. guess these were going to be when I learned about gamifying your chat. Alright, let's make sure that I have done everything. No alerts yet. Settings, log out, channels you manage. Okay. Oh, maybe it'll come on tomorrow. Alright. So you know what I was thinking? Oof, 10,505. We might just, because the mic is working out really well, I might do a couple of reads in a little bit that I can kind of scrape, maybe edit out, like an opener that I can put in, and things like that. So I am not going to be like thinking that I have to entertain you guys. Let me go ahead and X out of the Nightbot and maybe open it up again. Make sure that we're going to log in. Again, we're going to log in. We're going to log in. No timeouts. Log, join the channel. Ensure that you have the Nightbot automated communications. Turn the moderators list and don't forget to press save. Oh, okay, got it. Head to your community settings. Enter into the moderators list. Okay, got it. I got it. I've got to do one thing. I have to make the Nightbot a moderator. And I go into the... How do I do that again? Let's see. Next steps. Nightbot is now joining your channel. Head to the community settings. Okay. Community settings. Let me go ahead and edit my video. And I want to go into settings. I'm going to go into my community settings. And the Nightbot is a moderator. And what I'm supposed to do is paste the URL to add the moderator. Okay. There we go. Oh. So the moderator is now the Nightbot. And we're going to save and close. Okay. Done. Don't have to save anymore. I'm still working on it. Don't you never mind. I'm still here. other thing I could do is your video details. Okay. Close that. Go the commands. Timers. Okay. I think we're almost set up. All right, let's see now. A bit of print. Ooh, there it is. Nightbot. Thank you, Nightbot. Now you're going to be getting a lot of Nightbot, and then I'll just go through tomorrow. You got the circuit breaker chatter, the lines. You got the no audio broadcast, so I have to change that around. Okay, I got that up and working. Hooray. Nightbot is working. Yay. Thank you. All right. 10,501 and 20 cents down 0.45%. We are just wiggling around down there. But you guys can see everything fine, right? I'm hoping you can. And the stream's holding up pretty well. A little bit of fan noise on this side, but I think it'll be okay. Considering a couple times a week, I think we'll be fine. Keep things well under an hour so that I can edit. If we get anything that I can edit, that's kind of where we're headed. So I go live so that I can find things to edit so that I can re-upload. So it's really not so much about what comes through on the lives, unless there's some price action. Okay, so let's see if I can open up another window. And then the other thing was I was going to I'll pop my chat out. That means I'm going to be closing the window. That's okay with you guys. Go ahead and close the window. My chat's been popped out. And should be pretty good. Alright, so with the chat popped out, I get to have that. Good still chat in there. I don't understand about this whole chat. Why don't they want the chat on the streams anymore? Isn't that crazy? I do believe that. Something on Twitter that's pretty interesting. One expected pandemic behavior change was switching from e-books to physical books. And it's so true, just the whole feel of a physical book, right? It's very melancholy in so many ways. My excess amount of daily screen time has subconsciously pushed me to order physical copies of the past 6 books I've read. Yeah, I bet. Thank you. Book writers. Let's see, what else? You are going to love when you get access to open your own work from virtual cafe. I just caught a glimpse of a nightly build and it's on fire. Stay tuned. Sign up to host your own virtual cafe from Techstars 2020 called Work From. We'll give them a little bit of love and we'll check them out, see what that's all about. You are going to love when you get access to your own Work From virtual cafe. Now what's crazy about this is that you deserve to work around interesting people no matter where you are. Boost your work days with 116,000 and more others in virtual cafes. Okay, so I've been following them. They joined July 2013. So this is a reinvent of an old build. So let's just go back, let's go through some of their videos. And then in their Twitter, let's just go like way back in their Twitter and see. Pretty sure I've probably been following them for a long time, but just finished a virtual escape room as part of Work From's virtual retreat week. So much fun. There was someone in the actual escape room with a GoPro that we could ask to do things and look around, plus a dashboard to inspect the clues. So there was someone in the actual escape room with a GoPro. All right, if you're looking to work around interesting people no matter where you are, check out Work From, which connects you with other remote workers in a virtual cafe. Someone else writes, remote work is inherently online, distributed, and global. That's made it quite difficult to casually work alongside our people who are miles away. Until now, there's Airtable, host a virtual cafe. Yeah, that's what I thought. We're stoked because it's virtual retreat week. All right, lots of fun posts on Twitter. If you could host a Work From virtual cafe, what would you want to create for people that came to visit and work? Get that coffee shop co-working feeling. Find your flow with other remote workers in the virtual cafe. Well, this is what I'll say about this. It's actually kind of neat. What's kind of neat, if you will allow it to be this way, is you just go ahead and open up your cafe, just like you would a real cafe. You've maybe studied the neighborhood a little bit, or at least you know how to turn the lights on, and the design and the function of the cafe is according to you. Okay, so imagine that's your laptop, right? And this is the way that you want to present yourself when you're online. And then, of course, you've got your workspace, and this is how you want to present yourself online. This is the work that you do, which has in itself its own trappings. So that's what that is. And I think that the part of this that makes it difficult for people is that they just don't walk in and go to work. They walk in and they want to do way too much water cooler stuff because they're missing the point of coming together to work. Now, if work from makes it so that you work for 2 hours, you stretch for 20 minutes, and that sort of thing, right? And then you get a chance to speak to your other work from I guess, are they calling them coworkers? I don't know, remote. I don't even know what each other is called. I have to look and see what they're suggesting. But the the problem with most of these is that everyone thinks that that it has to be social first. And if you've ever been in the workforce where your first day, right? Your first day you show up, you sign a few papers, you go to work as other people are working. And you might get introduced and there might be some small talk and all of that, but generally at some moment in time you're going to be ushered to your office and you're going to have to go to work. So these environments of this virtual cafe already says, well, show up and then we're going to socialize if we want to, and we're going to do all this other kind of Tinder tech instead of just sitting down and going to work. For me, I participated in one episode of Writing Sprints with Dale Roberts, and it was so fulfilling to go into a Twitch. It is a purpose-driven Twitch. It's based on the Pomodoro method of sprint writing. And he's like, you want to talk about like a taskmaster. That's what he's there to do. He's there also to write for himself. And you do your word counts and you take a little bit of kudos for your word counts and get to share, a few of the pain points, and then the timer goes back on, you go back to your writing sprint, and it's fantastic. So if these virtual cafes can have that sort of technique, something that's timed and deliberate and not putting up with too much of this Tinder tech that for me I think is going on, then they will have something, because you get a lot out of the idea. Well, number one, you have accountability just in the mere fact that you're spending time with these other people. So there's a little bit of that going on, and then you know that you matter, and then you're with other people that they matter too, and we kind of can get out of our heads a little bit, whether it's narcissistic tendencies or an over-ego or what's going on, to keep our confidence level up since quarantine. Like there's a lot of problems out there with people that in order to stay focused and accountable and mindful and have meaning in your life, these are all things that are being challenged. So I think if the virtual cafe or work from can create that intensity of work, of real work, then I love it. I absolutely love it. If it's another Tinder tech, I'm not. I think if we haven't figured out that those days are like the big over, they're over. But congratulations to them, for sure. For sure, that is work from over on Twitter, and they are enjoying a little bit of love happening on Twitter because of Techstars 2020. How cool is that? Let's see, what else do we have? Well, as always, there's nothing better than talking about the holidays and getting ready and making sure that you have enough pumpkin pies in your experience roster to know how to make a great pumpkin pie, if that's your thing. Don't make your first pumpkin pie 2 days before you're supposed to bring the pumpkin pie. Start making them now. Even if you just made them and taste tested them so many times you just don't even want a pumpkin pie come Thanksgiving. Start making a pumpkin pie a week, and you will be practically an expert. Imagine if you did that. You'd have how many weeks of pumpkin pie would you have? 4 weeks, 7 weeks. You'd make 7 pumpkin pies. Yeah, you know something about pumpkin pie after 7 pumpkin pies. So go to Food52 on Twitter and start there. And it's quite an interesting site to see how many cool things that they put together. over on Food 52. Okay. Oh, we have a new Netflix coming up from Netflix Film over on Twitter from Oscar-winning filmmaker and animator Glenn Keane. Over the Moon is launching on Netflix on October 23rd. Like this tweet and fasten your seatbelt. That is Over the Moon with Gobi and Fei or Fifi. Okay, so we have to look forward to that on October 23rd. Ooh, okay, always looking for interesting things. Google Fonts has retweeted Ellen Lupton's tweet about looking at medical educators for arriving at good synchronous or complementary fonts. That's kind of an interesting take. Go to medical presentations, medical educators. Apparently they have figured all that out. Let's see here. Let's see. We do now know that Cindy McCain is going to be endorsing Mr. Biden. And I know that there's been an ad going on about Cinnadust, you know, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. And have you ever tried to make your own Cinnadust? I'll put that challenge out to you guys. And of course it is the equinox, the autumnal equinox. So it's the day of squirrels and leaves and nuts and oranges and pumpkin pies, as I said, and so many fun things and fun colors and chocolate. It's going to be good. Let's see. I don't know if you guys notice this too over on Twitter, that half of it is a tweet and half of it is an ad. It's kind of odd, huh? Right. I think I've gone down far enough now on the Twitters. Plenty far enough on the Twitters. Okay. Alright, let me juice up my chat. And then we will go ahead and call it a night. I should be able to say something like that. Just juice up my chat. 12:08, 12:20. So the night bot stopped at 12:08. So what's going on there? Huh. It just like stopped. Just like that. It's kind of crazy. Alright, at $10,498.60, 10,498 flat, down 0.48%. That is where we will leave the chart and leave you guys. And thank you very much, of course. As always, I appreciate you so very much. And you will probably, if there's action with the Shopify, then I'll try to go live so that at least I can maybe get a good recording of me calling the Shopify trade tomorrow. We'll see if that kind of works. In the meantime, I so appreciate you, and I will talk to everyone soon. Bye-bye now. I'll be on mute until I wrap it up a little bit. So talk to you guys later.